if we go back in time to 7 years ago, and if we see myself in 2018 watching WWE, now granted, in 2018, I was not watching anything from the main roster. I did not watch anything from SmackDown or from Raw because that era was so ass. I religiously forced myself to never watch anything from Vince during that era. But there was one thing from WWE that I was watching, and that was NXT. So if you would tell me this right now, if you would tell a younger version of me in 2018, if you would use a time machine to go back in time, find myself, confront myself, and tell myself that Triple H is a trash booker in the big year of 2025, my 2018 self would have slapped you in the face. My 2018 self would have punched you in the face. My 2018 self would have probably tried to run you over with my car, because I'll be completely honest with you, I am so shocked to see that Triple H is turning into a mid to trash booker right now, because if you compare how he's booking WWE right now with how he was booking NXT in 2018, it's literally night and day, man. Because sure, yeah, this current WWE run of Triple H, he has been booking some great scenes, some masterclass events, some masterclass moments like Cody Rhodes winning the WWE title last year, or the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell match, and just recently how he booked the John Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber this year. But specifically speaking about John Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber this year, this main turn, this main moment is actually a big factor as to why Triple H is really mid right now, man. And it's crazy how he fumbled such a monumental and such a significant heel turn, a heel turn that we haven't seen since the likes of Stone Cold turning on the fans and joining the devil, basically aligning himself with Vince McMahon. And we haven't even seen a heel turn as big as this since Hulk Hogan turning on everybody and joining the Outsiders to form the NWO. So it's crazy to see how Triple H has fumbled this entire heel turn of John Cena. Now you're probably asking yourself, yo, big bro, what do you mean fumble? John Cena just won the WWE title right now. How is that a fumble? That's a win. Yes, that is a win. In my honest opinion, John Cena should have won the WWE title, and I am very happy that John Cena did win the WWE title, because he deserves to break the record that Ric Flair actually cultivated throughout Ric Flair's illustrious career. So it's great that John Cena broke that record. It's just how John Cena broke that record and what John Cena used to break that record, because we always thought that John Cena was going to use heel tactics to beat Cody Rhodes, and that's exactly what happened, right? So you were probably asking yourself, yo, big bro, you're just yapping. Why are you just yapping about John Cena's big win against Cody Rhodes? Well, the main thing is that John Cena, I thought that John Cena would use brass knuckles. I thought that he would use a gold chain or, something else. Obviously, he used a low blow. But the main weapon that John Cena used to beat Cody Rhodes this year was none other than Travis Scott, man. Now, look, I like Travis Scott, to be honest with you guys. I liked his involvement with the John Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber, man. But to see Travis Scott be the only person / thing that John Cena used to beat Cody Rhodes tonight is laughable, and it's crazy, man, because we were all hoping and we were all anticipating The Rock to actually be the one to help turn the tide and to help John Cena beat Cody Rhodes, man. But to see Travis Scott, to see a match revolve around Travis Scott, a celebrity, in my honest opinion, it's crazy, because you would think this would be somewhere in the middle of the card or even in the beginning of the card, but a main event that is revolving a celebrity in the big year of 2025 is crazy. Now, I know what you guys were probably saying, and that is WrestleMania was built upon celebrities, dating back to the first WrestleMania ever in history. We saw so many celebrities like Cyndi Lauper and Mr. T, so many other celebrities that event was built upon. But throughout the decades, WrestleMania has evolved and has grown to be more than that. WrestleMania has evolved, and WrestleMania has been centered around the talent and the story that is being built around said talent. So to see WWE regress like this is crazy, man. And to see this regression be booked by someone like Triple H, someone who I thought in 2018 and 2017 and 2016 that he could do no wrong in his booking, because man, that NXT prime Triple H, when he was booking NXT, I'll be completely honest with you, that NXT was peak, and it was the closest thing we got to the Attitude Era / Ruthless Aggression Era in that trash and horrible time of the Vince McMahon senile era, man. So now that we're talking about this, now that we're seeing John Cena finally get the W, I am torn. I am so torn. I am happy that John Cena won, but I am torn as to how John Cena won the title, man. I really hope that they could actually do something better. I really hope that they would have done something better. But let's not talk about the negatives. We will soon talk about some more negatives later. Let's talk about the positives. And the positives of this entire two-night WrestleMania were few and far between. But one of these main positives was CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins' main event at the night one of WrestleMania. I thought it was a pretty good match, in my honest opinion, to see Paul Heyman turn on not only Roman Reigns but CM Punk to align himself with Seth Rollins was pretty good. Then we now get to night two and we see the first match, the triple threat match with the women's, with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. They tore the house down. In my honest opinion, that match should have been the main event, since we saw what happened with the John Cena match. But that match, in my honest opinion, was probably the best match of the entire weekend. Then we now get to some other little highlights like the Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. To be honest with you, I thought that match would have been a stinker, but Damian Priest showed that he can hang with the best. He showed that he can hang with Drew McIntyre, and that match was pretty good. Then when I get to the Finn Balor Fatal 4-Way match for the IC title, and to see Dominic Mysterio finally get a win was pretty good, and to finally get a title win at that was pretty good. But I really wanted Finn Balor to win, but that's just my opinion. I still like the match overall. But to be honest with you, man, those highlights are few and far between for this year's WrestleMania. This year's WrestleMania really felt so underwhelming, and this year's WrestleMania started off so underwhelming when we saw Jey Uso beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight title, and to see someone like Gunther tap out so easily and so feasibly to someone like Jey Uso is crazy. And I know what you guys are probably trying to say, that Jey Uso also tapped out to Ilya Dragunov before. Yes, that's true, but it's a completely different context. One, the Ilya Dragunov match was great to start off this conversation. It was a way better match with a way better opponent compared to the Jey Uso match. And also the Ilya Dragunov match, Gunther was actually trying to fight off the sleeper hold for some time before eventually submitting to the sleeper hold. But to see Jey Uso completely make Gunther tap in less than like 5 seconds was so disgusting and distasteful, and I'm shocked that Triple H even gave this a green light, in my honest opinion, man.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that I do believe that Triple H is a terrorist for making Logan Paul, of all people, defeat AJ Styles at WrestleMania. And not only did he make Logan Paul defeat AJ Styles, whoever booked and wrote that match that Triple H approved, it really needs to get fired, or they need some suspension, because that match that Logan Paul and AJ Styles did was so slow, was so mediocre, and was so ass. To top off a trash mid-match, you had to make Logan Paul defeat someone like AJ Styles, man. So I do believe that Triple H is a terrorist for that.
But yeah, overall, this entire event, this entire 2-day event of WrestleMania was mid, in my honest opinion, man. Triple H, he really needs to do better. Obviously, he doesn't care because WWE are so rich right now. They're breaking so many records. They're breaking so many barriers. But Triple H, he at least needs to see some criticism from the fans, man, because a lot of the decisions that he made over these past 2 nights were ass, in my honest opinion. opinion, man. But at the end of the video, man, Triple H really regressed as a booker and as a writer. The only thing I'm really happy for is that John Cena won. You know, John Cena is my GOAT, but I'm really bummed out that we did not see The Rock. We did not see The Rock's presence, and it shows that The Rock, man, even though he's a great guy at wrestling, even though he's the GOAT at wrestling, man, The Rock really doesn't care about wrestling anymore. He doesn't really prioritize it. He still cares about it, but he doesn't prioritize it as much as he used to. Now he's prioritizing movies and blockbuster events and blockbuster movies, man. But at the end of the video, what do you guys think about WrestleMania, man? I thought it was pretty mid. I thought that it was a 5 to 6 out of 10. But what do you guys think? I'm out. Peace.